Hey guys, Wrestling Rambles 89 back with another reaction video. This time I'll be reacting to Stone Cold talking about why he can't straighten his right arm. Now I've always noticed kind of a slight bend in one of his arms, but honestly I just thought that was deliberate, like with certain wrestlers' poses like Randy Orton's for example. So I'm curious to hear the reason behind it, so without wasting any more time, let's get started.
Asked me, hey Steve, listen to the podcast with Tommy Hacksaw. You mentioned you can't straighten your arm. What's the story on that? He's talking about my right arm. I was talking to Tommy Hacksaw the other day and about some CrossFit business. And my right arm, when I tore my tricep off of my arm back in, 92, whatever it was, over there in Japan, when that thing healed up, I had the 2 screws put in there to tie that tendon back down to my elbow. And that's the reason I got fired from WCW. But anyway, over the years, I've had so much calcium get in that joint that I can't straighten my arm, probably past damn near about a, 40-degree angle, whatever it is.
Damn.
Can't straighten it out at all. And I went down and saw 2 badass doctors. I saw Dr. James Andrews in Birmingham, Alabama, 10, 12, 13 years ago. And he looked at that elbow and he goes,
Long
Steve,
time.
I don't think I can get much out of this thing for you. If anything, if it goes, I would just leave it as it is. And
Not
then
good news.
the guy who fixed my knee up, who put an ACL and PCL in my left knee about a year and a half ago, Neil Elatrash out here in Los Angeles at the Carolyn Job Clinic here, he looked at my elbow because he also does elbows as well, and he said, I don't think there's much we can do with this thing, if anything.
Ooh.
So it kind of went with what I, had been told by Dr. Andrews.
Yeah.
I got some bone chips in there I'd like to get cleaned out. I woke up the other day, damn bone chip had floated over into the front of my elbow, and it hurt to move my goddamn arm. Most time,
Damn.
those chips will float around to the exterior part of my elbow when I'm trying to bench press.
Nasty.
And most time in L.A. I work out by myself. But there's been many occasions, me and Teddy Fowler out there training at the Broken Skull Ranch during deer season or just when we're down there together, and we're trying to put some goddamn weight on the bar and train like men instead of a couple of pussies. And a couple of times I'll be, have close to, 315 pounds in that bar on a bench press, getting some reps in, and one of those chips will get stuck in that elbow, and my arm will just buckle. So Teddy's
Damn.
got to keep a goddamn eye out for me while I'm trying to bench press with those damn gimmicks on my elbow. My old buddy, Mark Bell, gave me one of those slingshots. If y'all hadn't seen the slingshot or know about a slingshot, go to supertraining.tv and check out this little contraption.
This isn't sponsored,
Basically,
by
the
the way.
slingshot is like a big rubber band. There's like an ace bandage with a hole for each arm on either side. You slip your arms through these holes, and once you go into a bench press position and go to the lower position, that band stretches across your chest and makes your elbows want to come back up together so you can put more weight on the bar. Or in my case, it just takes the pressure off those elbows when I really want to go heavy and just makes it a little bit more of a pain-free experience. He's
Good
also
stuff.
got some elbow wraps that I'll sometimes use on there, some compression gimmicks, and those help me out a whole lot. So I don't plan on having any surgeries anytime too soon. The next one I plan is getting those goddamn chips taken out of my elbow
Don't
because
blame
I'll
you.
get them on the outside, or they'll float around to that ulnar nerve and get trapped in there when I'm trying to do back or something like that, and that ain't worth the flying shit. So that's the story with my arm. Ain't nothing wrong with it other than the fact it don't straighten out. I got some elbow chips in it. I can still hold a remote control, jerk off, and do all kinds of things with it. So ain't nothing but a thing like a chicken wing on a shoestring.
I was not expecting that line at the end. That's good stuff. But yeah, that was pretty interesting. Like I said, I always noticed there's something a little off about Austin's arm, but I just assumed it was part of his pose for whatever reason. But I guess not. No. Interesting to hear about that. Sucks that Austin deals with problems with it, even though he says he can mostly do things. I can imagine what a pain in the ass it is, especially at times when he said, like, he's working out and then sometimes his arm just buckles, so hopefully he can get that treated and sorted out. So yeah, I just thought this would be an interesting reaction video. Thank you guys so much as always for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Be sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already. I upload new videos every single day. This is Wrestling Rambles 89, signing off.